Imagine living in a town with an old sports arena that had stood abandoned for decades. Its once thunderous crowds were silenced, its walls left to decay, and its wrestling ring, a dusty relic of past battles, sat in eerie solitude. The bleachers were broken, snapped in places, like the twisted remains of a long-forgotten battlefield. Johnny, Jack, and Jurgen had always been intrigued by the stories of the chilling whispers of ghostly cheers, the fleeting echoes of slamming bodies on the mat, the inexplicable sounds of a match that no living soul was watching. Tonight they would finally uncover the truth. Slipping through an open window, they landed softly inside. The air was thick with dust, swirling like lost spirits beneath the dim light of their flashlights. As they crept through the narrow corridors, the murmuring noise of a distant crowd grew stronger. The deeper they went, the louder it became than a deafening roar of unseen spectators urging unseen competitors to victory. With hesitant hands, Johnny pushed open the double doors to the main arena. Then nothing but silence. The moment they stepped in, the cheering ceased. It was as if the arena itself was holding its breath, watching them. They moved toward the wrestling ring, its canvas stained with age, its ropes sagging like tired limbs. Then, like thunder, bang! The doors behind them slammed shut. The three friends jumped, their breath caught in their throats. The ring groaned, its wooden frame creaking beneath invisible weight. The unmistakable sounds of struggle filled the air, grunts, body slams, the rhythmic bounce of unseen wrestlers locking in combat. Then, as if summoned from the depths of forgotten glory, two ghostly figures emerged. Bob, the Bomber Butcher, and Invincible Vincent. These were two wrestling legends lost to time. They stood face to face in the ring, locked in their eternal battle. Their faded bodies flickered like broken projections, replaying a match that had never truly ended. Johnny, Jack, and Jurgen stood frozen, unable to tear their eyes away. The spectral wrestlers grappled, slammed, and fought with the same raw intensity they had decades ago. Then, without warning, Bob and Vincent turned to look at them. Their hollow eyes locked onto the three intruders, their ghostly faces twisting into something unnatural. Without hesitation, they stepped out of the ring. The boys turned and ran. The wrestlers chased. With every footstep, the arena seemed to warp around them. The corridors stretched longer, the walls tightened, the air grew impossibly thick. The roars of unseen crowds echoed, as if mocking their escape. Finally, they reached the entrance. The main door swung open just long enough for them to dive through. And then, as suddenly as it had begun, slam! The door sealed itself shut, trapping whatever spirits lurked inside. Gasping for breath, the three friends stumbled back into the night, never daring to look behind them. They never spoke of it, never returned. And yet, on quiet nights, passers-by still hear the cheers and the cries of victory and agony, resounding from the phantom arena that never truly died.